Dreamers can have a difficult time being taken seriously, especially when your dream has a lot to do with not taking things too seriously. Oh, irony, how you unwrinkle my wrappers. This is not so very hard to understand. Dreamers talk about things that will happen, even if there's little evidence to support the claim. Heck, I wouldn't believe half of the things I say I'm going to do if I weren't me. So, it's the unspoken job of every dreamer to convince those around them that you can have your head in the clouds and your feet on the ground at the same time. This would indicate a need to increase one's metaphorical size in order to traverse the distance between now and the future. And it is true that one must dramatically expand who one considers oneself to be in order to accomplish a lofty goal. Yet this expansion of self, this growth to a larger being, only needs to convince you to have it begin. If you're not convinced, you wouldn't dare peek your head so high in the first place. But in a remarkably short period of time, you get pretty adept at knowing what to do on the ground to support the view up above. And eventually, what you've done on the ground gets noticed. Convincing others that they can be big enough to bridge that gap too works much better when you do it yourself. The dreamer's job then gets a lot easier. Imagining things that you didn't before becomes a lot more common. Stretching yourself to reach the ground from a higher place gets a lot more natural. The bottom line is this: if you want a more joyful, playful life, you better make sure you keep your head in the clouds. Don't worry, your feet will follow.